Hello, my name is Jairib Sai. I'm from C section, CSCB section. So the problem statement given to me is, in a season, each player has three statistics: runs, wickets, and catches. Given the season starts of two players A and B, denoted by R, W, and C respectively. The person who is better than the other is the most statistic is regarded as the better overall the players. So tell who is the best among the A and B. It is known that each statistic the player have different values. So this is the problem statement given to me. So in the problem they have given that in a season each player has the three statistics. So the statistics are runs, wickets, and catches. So the runs are denoted by R, and the wickets are denoted by the W, and the catches are denoted by C. So the R denotes the number of runs, and the W denotes the number of wickets, and C denotes the number of the catches by the two players of the season, and the two players were denoted by the letters capital A and capital B. So in this question, they are asking the person who is better than the other in the most statistics is regarded as the best overall the players. So the player among the A and B, the person who has the most statistics will regarded as the best out of the two players. So if the A got the most statistics in the R, W, and C scoring when compared to the B, then the A is better than B. And if the B has the all the statistics greater than A, then the B is greater than A. So the statistics can be calculated by adding the number of wickets and number of runs and number of the catches. So we have to calculate the sum of the number of wickets, number of catches, and number of runs of the two players, and we should compare the both players' score and statistics, and we can decide them by using the decision control statements. So this is the problem statement given to me. First in the program, you have to start the program. So this is the flow chart, how to make the problem, how to provide the solution to the problem. First, the code starts with start, and we should read the A and B, which represents the number of the catches of the A, number of the wickets of A, and number of the runs of the A, and also it also reads the number of the catches, wickets, and runs of the B also. Now it reads the A and B values, and it calculates the value, the total statistics of A and B, and where the it is denoted by X and Y. So here the X represents the the summation of the number of the runs, catches, and wickets of A, and Y denotes the summation of the catches, runs, and the wickets of the B. So here we are using the decision control statement. So if X is greater than Y, that means the statistics and summation of the X values are greater than Y. If this statement is true, then we have to print A better than B. So only the block is executed if the X is greater than Y. So if the X is greater than Y is true, then A better than B should be printed. Otherwise, if X greater than Y is false, then B better than A should be printed. So after the printing, the code should be stopped, the execution of the code. So this is the flow chart, how we are implementing the code. Now coming to the code, first we have to type hash include stdio.h. So in this statement, we are making the compiler to understand that we have to include the libraries of the C language. That is stdio.h means studio input output. It is a header file. Now we have to write int main. So the total function is in the int type. So we are typing int main, and in the int main, it is the down quotes are the body of the main function. So we have to open the bracket after typing the int main. So we are initializing the three terms a and b. We are typing the a and b and c as integer. So we have to type as int of a comma b comma c, and we have to put the semicolon after ending of the each line. So we are writing the code as int a comma b comma c, because a is integer, b is integer, and c is also integer. So here represents the number of the runs of the capital A player, b is the number of the wickets, and c is the number of wickets, the number of catches of the player A. So in next line we are writing int p comma q comma r, and we are terminating the line by using semicolon. It means p comma q comma r are the integers, are the p comma q comma r are the of type integer. So here p comma q comma r are the number of the runs, number of the wickets, and number of the catches of the player B. So we are also defining the terms x comma y. So we are writing as int x comma y, which means x comma y are the type integers. So we are assigning the statistic values and the summations to the x comma y. First of all, we are asking the user to enter the r comma w comma c values of a. So we are using the function printf, and we are opening the brackets, and we are using the double hashtag to print the value, enter the r comma w comma c values of a, and we are also using the \n. So here we can see the \n. So I will use the pointer option. So here we have using the printf statement. Here we are typing the enter the r comma w comma c values of a, and we are also using the \n here. So it represents it means the cursor to go to the new line. So after printing the enter the r comma w comma c value of a, so by using a \n, we can type the values which we should give to a will be in the next line. So after we use this print statement, we are using the scanf function. The scanf function is used to scan the values which we give, and it will store in the address locations of the declared values. In here, we are using scanf, and we are also using the percentage Ds in the hashtags, double hashtags. So here the percentage D is a 1. Here wherever we use the percentage D, in that place we store the values at the right side. So first percentage D means we are assigning the value of A. So here, so in this percentage D, the address location of the A will be located, and it will select that location and it will sit in that. And also one more percentage D. So here we are using it for the value of B. So here the ampersand B means it will store in the address location of the B, because percentage D means it is a used for the integers having the decimal points. So ampersand B is used for the percentage D. If we use integer, not a integer, and if we use float, then instead of percentage D, we have to use percentage F. So in this scanf, we are using, by opening the brackets, we are using the double hashtag, and in between the double hashtag, we are printing the percentage D three times and ending by using comma. And now we are using ampersand A, comma ampersand B, comma ampersand C, which means the address locations are stored which we give to the values. So again in next line, printf statement, again we are using the statement. And before the scanf, after you using the scanf statement, we have to terminate the line by using semicolon. It is very compulsory in the C programming language to uh, terminate every line by using the semicolon. So next line we are using the printf statement. Here, after typing the printf, we are opening the bracket and we are typing the double asterisk, and we are typing inside the double asterisk, we are typing the enter the r comma w comma c values of b. So now before we have entered the values of a, that is the number of runs, wickets and the catches of a. So now we want the values of the b also, to make the judge the which is better among the a and b. So here we are using the printf statement, enter the r comma w comma c values of b. And in this line, we are also using the backslash n and terminated by double asterisk. And it is also, and we are using the semicolon. So I told, backslash n means the new line character, and the cursor after printing this line, the cursor will shift to next line. So in another line, we have to enter the values. So we are using the scanf function again to scan the values of the r comma w comma c values of b now. So we are, since the p comma q comma r values are integer type, we are using percentage d. If they are in float value, then we have used percentage f. So because integer, so now we are using percentage d and comma. In scanf function, we have to use double asterisk to make the percentage values. So we are using the double asterisk in which we have used this percentage d values. So after the ending of this value, we are putting the comma, and after that we are making the ampersand p comma ampersand q comma ampersand r, and terminating this line by using the semicolon. So now we are assigning the values of the a comma b comma c to x, and before we have initialized that here int x comma y. So in the we are assigning the value of x and y in next lines. So x value is a plus b plus c. So we are assigning the value of x as a plus b plus c, summation of the a comma b comma c, and we have used the semicolon. So because every line should be terminated by using semicolon. So now we are also assign the value of the y as p plus q plus r. So the value of the y is summation of the p comma q comma r. So this is the statistic value of a. So x is the statistic value of a, and the y is the statistic value of b. Now we have to compare the both statistic values to make the to decide whether a is better than b or b is better than a. Now we are printing the statements by using printf function. Printf double asterisk the overall statistics of a is percentage d backslash n comma x. So in this statement, the by using the printf function, the overall statistics of a is percentage d will be printed instead of percentage d. The value after the comma will be placed in the place of the percentage d, and the overall percentage of the a is semicolon x will be, the value of x will be printed, and after the printing the x value, the cursor will shift to the next line, so that this line also printed in next line. Otherwise, if we don't use this backslash n, then both lines will be printed in same line. So we are using the backslash n after this statement, which should be printed in the output. So now in next line, the overall statistics of B is semicolon percentage D backslash n. We have used backslash n again, so that the next printed statements should not be printed in the same line of this statement. So after \n, we have used the comma y. So in the place of the percentage d, the y will be shifted and it will be printed as the overall statistics of b is semicolon the value of y. In the percentage d place, the value of y will be printed by using percentage d value. So we are now using the decision control statement here. We are using the if-else statements to judge whether A is greater than B or B is greater than A. So we are using if-else statements. Here we have used if-else statement. In if-else statement, we have if and the condition. So in generally in if-else statement, we use the if, and in by opening the bracket, in that brackets we write the condition, and after the condition we open the brackets in which the statements of the if block will be executed. If condition is not satisfied, then we make the else block to be executed. So again we use the else, and in else we not require any condition, so there is no need of using the brackets, but we use the curly brackets so that to print the else block statements. So here now we using if else statements. So if condition, the condition which I gave is x greater than y. So x value is a plus b plus c. So the summation, the statistics of a is x. So greater than y is the condition. So if the condition is satisfied, this if condition is satisfied, then this statement will be executed. Otherwise, this else statement will be executed. So here x is the statistics of A and y is the statistics of B. So now it will check the condition of the A and B values. So if this condition is met true, then this statement will be executed. Otherwise, if this condition is not met true, then else block will be executed. So this statement will be executed. So I made this code to be executed like this. So the code which I wrote in the dev C++ is this one, which I described firstly. So now we are using the hash include stdio.h. It is a header file which includes the libraries of the C, and we have used the int main function. So we use the main function. So it is the main function, and we have assigned the declared the values a comma b comma c as the integer type, and also we described the p comma q comma r as the integers. So we have made another declaration that x comma y are integers by making the statement as int x comma y and terminated by a semicolon. So now we are making the printf statement, enter the r comma w comma c values of a \n. So in this printf statement, we are using the \n so that the cursor, after printing this value, the cursor shifts to next line. So next line in this line, so that in this line the values we enter, that will be stored in the address location of the a. First percentage d will store the address location of the a, and second value which we store in that same line or in the next line will store the address location of b, and in that in another line the address location of the c will be stored. Now after using the \n, we use enter key after adding the values. So after enter, we get the enter the values of r comma w comma c of the values of b, and terminal, and we also use the \n so that after printing this line, the cursor shifts to the new line in which we enter the values of the rwc values of b, so that in this line the percentage of the first value which we assign will store in the address location of p, and the second value which we write will be stored in the address location of the p, and the third value which we type will be stored in the address location of the r. So now to decide whether A is better than B or B is better than A, we require a statistic and we require a values so that we can judge A is better than B or B is better than A. So we are making the use of the int x and y, which we assign the values as integer. So now we are using these values. We are assigning the value of x as x is equal to a plus b plus c. So I assign the value as x is equal to a plus b plus c, and also assign the y value as p plus q plus r. So now we are printing the statement. The overall statistics of A is percentage \n comma x. So in the after by using this printf statement, the overall statistics of A is this line will be printed, and instead of the percentage the value of x will be printed. After printing this line, the \n will help the statement the cursor to go to the next line so that this line will be executed. That is the printf, the overall statistics of B is percentage d. So in the value of the percentage d, the y value will be printed. So now we are using the decision control statement, that is if else statement. So as I told in the if else general syntax, if will be typed, and after if the bracket, in the bracket the condition will be given, so that if the condition is satisfied, then the if block will be executed. After the if condition, the opening brackets, it is optional. When we use the single statement, it is optional for in this code. So otherwise, if we don't want, then we should not use this bracket. So in this if else statement, the condition is checked if this x is greater than y. If this condition satisfies, then print this statement will be executed. Otherwise, if this condition is not satisfied, then else statement will be executed. So else statement will be executed. So now we will see how the execution works after I type the run. So what will happen now, we'll check. So now we have typed the enter the values of r comma w comma c values of a. So I typed the values of number of runs of the values of a are 2, and the number of wickets is 3, and number of catches is 4. So in between these three numbers, I have used the space so that the values should be differentiated. So these are the values of a. Now after typing this line, I used enter. So after typing enter, now this line will be printed. As I told in the printf statement, enter the r comma w comma c values of b. So this line will be entered. After this line will be entered by using the \n, the cursor is shifted to this line. So in this line, I assign the values of the r w c values as 3, 4, 4. So for A values, I assign 2, 3, 4, and for the B value, I assign 3, 4, 4. Now, after typing these values, and again, if I type enter, then this will be printed. The overall statistics of A is 9. This value, how I got this value is x value. The x values, which I already told, x is equal to the summation of these three values. So these three values is the value of x. So the overall statistics of A is 9. The 9 is due to the addition of the 2 plus 3 plus 4. And the overall statistics of B is 11. So we got this value is y. Instead of the percentage d, after using percentage d comma, I typed y. In the place of the percentage d, we printed the value of the y. The y value is 11. How we got 11 means the summation of the 3 plus 4 is equal to 11. So by the summation, we got this 11 value. And after this value, B is better than A. So how this line is executed is, due to the using of the if else statement. So x value is 9 and the y value is 11. So to check the whether a is greater than b, or so I gave if else condition. In if condition I gave the x is greater than y. So if x is greater than y, then print a is better than b. So the condition didn't meant. So now the else block is executed because the if condition is not met true. So the y value is greater than x. The condition was x is greater than y, but the condition didn't satisfy the because so that the if statement didn't executed here. So the condition didn't satisfy though. So that is the reason the else block is printed here. The else block which I gave is b is better than a. So b value is better than a. So overall, now the conclusion is the b is better than a. So this is the program which I implemented in the assigning the values, how we can assign the values of r, w, and c, and of a, and also the values of the b, and how we can calculate the values of a and overall statistics of a and b, and how we can compare the values of the value statistics of a and b, and how we can use the if else statement to check the condition. If the condition of the if status satisfies, then we print a is better than b, and if condition of the if didn't satisfy, then we use the b is better than a. So this is the code which I used. Thank the faculty and the college for giving me this opportunity to speak on the given topic. Thank you.